We're getting ready for kickoff for this conference championship game. And Phil, a final thought before we get it started.
Yeah, my final thought, a lot of times in big games where there's a lot of nerves involved, to play it safe when you start. In other words, on offense, if you're the quarterback, don't take a chance. Don't throw it into tight coverage, hoping to make that great throw. Be very careful in your decision making.
First down at the 23. Johnson's handed the football. They'll mark him at the 28. That's a nice, powerful statement as they establish the run at the beginning of this game.
Yeah, Jim, you're right. I'm going to give the offense a little credit here, but, you know, somewhere, I don't know, maybe the defense is going to have to put some weights in their pockets. You got to hang in there and make the tackle.
And it's now 2nd down and 5 after running it on first down.
Boy, they saw something on the offense. It caught their attention. Look at the defensive line.
They're going to get him here for a sack.
The offensive line that time had no idea this quarterback was coming on the blitz. He timed it perfectly, and the speed and the talent to get there, and he gets the sack on the QB.
This is 3rd down. The Browns have to get to the 33 for a first.
Now he's going to change the play. Look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Manziel's going to take the snap from the shotgun. And he's going to be dropped. And that's a 3 and out for the offense. The Browns will have to punt the football. Fields it cleanly and starts his return. Gilbert's there to make the stop. That return's good for about 10. First down at the 45. Williams is there that time for the tackle.
Well, we don't see this too often. This is a speed back, but a good job that time just running right through the tackle and breaking it.
Here we are in the playoffs, and when you compare it with the regular season, the microscope, it's out. The attention, it's there. It's all ratcheted up right now.
It's a big difference, no doubt about it. You see more reporters in the locker room all during the week. And no matter how you play during the regular season, nobody cares. They're just worried about this playoff game.
First down here after the run. Press coverage all the way. The Browns packing the box here. 46 formation. Makes the reception. Is there to take him down.
Well, these tight ends in the NFL now, they make the catches down the field. They're fast. They can do it all. And everybody is looking for that all-in-one. A guy that can block at the line of scrimmage, who can catch the football well, and has the speed to make it happen once he catches it.
First down at the 34. They're going to run it on the toss. And that'll be a gain of about 2. And the offense here in this one will be looking to put points on the board in bunches. Set up now at the 32.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
And it's knocked down. As we get a look at the defensive starters, this secondary will certainly need to be on point here in the passing game. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. From the shotgun. Down the field. What a catch. Touchdown.
Nothing like scoring first in a conference championship game. I'm not a big stats guy, but your chances of winning when you score first in a conference championship, your chances of winning are about 85%. How about that?
The Browns are back deep, ready to return. Benjamin will test the coverage. Still not taken down. Benjamin's tackled down at the 15. And a run back of about 17. The Browns offense comes back onto the field. Let's see if they can move the chains this time, because the last possession was ugly. They weren't up.
Jim, you know how I think in situations like this, I think it's more up to the coach than the players. Call a play that really catches the defense off guard so you can get an easy gain and get the momentum on your side and get it rolling.
First down at the 15. Manziel's unable to connect that time. Here's a look at the offensive unit that needs to get off to a strong start today. Second down coming up. Manziel's got it in the gun. JJ gets to the quarterback. Boy, his head got yanked back the other way. An obvious face mask penalty, and that's a big one.
It's about safety of the players, too. That's why when you grab, hit the helmet, in certain situations, it's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Don't grab the face mask.
First down at the 23. Gains 5. As we take a look at the defense for the first time today, these starters in the secondary will be challenged today in both the passing and running games. The Browns take it from the 28. In the end, it picks up only a yard. Third down. The Browns have to get to the 33 for a first. Manziel's back in shotgun formation. Makes the catch in the open field. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. The Texans with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. Manziel standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Finds his mark. All's there to make the tackle.
The Browns have been awesome today on first down. That time it's a nice play design. They throw the football and picks up solid yards. Second and short. Boy, that's what every offense likes to be in.
After the pass play, gain 7. Second and 3 on the way. The give this time to the fullback. double tight end formation. 1st and 10. Johnson's got the carry once more. That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense. Looks like they're in press coverage here. The Texans defense now is going to go nickel. 1st down at the 39. Got a big lane.
Now it's time for the defensive coordinator to make a different call here. The offense is just marching down the field. You're in your own territory. You got to come up with the stuff.
And here we have 2nd down.
The defensive line, they're all talking. They're all shifting to the right.
Manziel's going to take it from the gun. Over to Cameron. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play. It'll be 3rd down. Playing press coverage to the outside.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
And he makes the catch. No, the ball comes out. The ball is knocked out of his hands. Andy Lee will be punting this one. A punt just like it was drawn up, and now the defense has them backed into the corner. First down snap, and this is a scary point for them. The Browns defense lined up going with the 46 defense. They'll go ground. Williams all over that offense and brings him down. Second down with the defense ready to pounce. Second down and 10. It's incomplete. Just can't hold on that time.
Well, when it's 3rd and long, I'll just say this. Be very careful on the offensive side.
Third down. Have to be very careful here. 3rd down and 10. Makes the catch in open space. That's his first reception today.
This is one of those guys, when you talk about receivers, no matter what, he is always open. If the coverage is tight, don't worry. Throw it out there. He'll make a play.
Press coverage all the way. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Here's the handoff. He's brought down at the 30-yard line.
You got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
Second down after going to the ground game the first play.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
They'll go shotgun here. Wants to go deep. What a catch. And Phil, you look at this offense right now. They've got a quarterback who's moving the football through the air, and that's a big reason why they're leading this game.
That's right. That's why they're leading the game. Boy, I'd hate to be a defensive back out there today. The wide receivers are good. The quarterback is hot. They've got awesome rhythm, and that's why they're playing so well.
First down following the long play. A little jumpy there by that defensive front. It's first down as they head to the line.
Flex round. Here we go.
Fullback takes the handoff. Has 12 on this play. They're able to move the chains after that last run.
Ohio. Here we go.
And here's the toss. Tackle made by Hayden.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
Stepping up to the line at the 10. Second and goal from the 9. That's a gain of 8. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day. They're just grinding away down here, inching closer to the end zone.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes. It's hard always to think that you're going to come out and just make big plays. You got to do the dirty work, and this offense is doing it right now.
This will be the 8th play of this drive.
Ohio. Here we go. Ohio.
Third and goal at the 2. Again, they'll lean on him. Defense was trying to guess the snap count, and it cost them there.
Games in the NFL can hinge on third and short. Who can pick them up and who can stop them? How about that play that time by the defense? They stopped the third and short run, and now it's fourth down.
Third and goal from the 1. Power surge. Touchdown. They continue to add to their lead, Phil, late in the second quarter. And so far, there's been no looking back.
Yeah, it's all working on the offensive side. And listen, don't take this for granted. Stay aggressive. Keep throwing that gas on the fire. Pedal to the metal. Whatever cliche you want to use it and keep the pressure on.
The Texans getting ready to kick it away. Benjamin will test the coverage. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
The catch is made by Cameron. That's another reception, giving him 2.
Now look at all these great tight ends in the NFL now. Makes me think of the NBA. These are power forwards who said to heck with that. They want to be pass catchers, and they're good at it. Look at the defensive linemen talking. They're all now shifting to the left.
First down and 10. Johnson's going to secure the handoff. And now we reach the 2-minute warning here in the second quarter. Coming to the line at the 46. The Texans will come out in the dime. Second and 6. Johnson's going to take the handoff now. Now looking at third down. Manziel's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
When you play zone in the NFL, what you're trying to do is make the quarterback hold the football just for a half a second longer, and you hope the pass rush can get there. They don't that time. That's why he got to completion.
First down here.
Defensive line shifting to the right there.
Under pressure and incomplete. The football just inside the 40 at the 39. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Good for only a yard.
You got to be able to adjust when you run these drag routes across the field. The throw cannot always be right on target. Can you reach behind, make the catch, and keep going full speed? That's the sign of a good receiver.
Third down. The Browns are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. Coming to the line at the 38.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
The Browns take it from the 38. And it's swatted away.
The Browns put themselves in a situation where the defense has all the advantage. They know the pass probably has to go down the field on 3rd and long, and they were ready for it.
That punt could not have been better struck. And now the defense has the advantage with the opposition, with their backs to their own end zone. The Texans offense, Phil, is on a roll right now with touchdowns coming on each of their last 2 possessions. Can they make it 3 in a row right here?
Well, we're going to find out. I like their chances. What have we seen that makes us think that they're not going to come out there and get it done? They're playing exceptional football on the offensive side.
The Texans in the pistol formation. Headed to the half, and could this be the spark this offense needs to get points on the board?
Well, I'd hope so. You know, what you got to say to the offense is not the teaching moment here is this. Just wake up and show some energy. That's the first thing you need to do on the offensive side.
Blue 10.
Manziel's got it in the gun. Batted down.
Things get tight down here in the red area. I got to give the defensive man a lot of credit, though. In position, sees the ball thrown, and is able to get that hand up there and knock it down.
They break huddle at the 18-yard line. Second and 10. Gets the handle here. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
The Browns know once they get inside the 20-yard line, you have to be able to run the football also. It can't be pass all the time. The offensive line comes through. Good, solid run that time.
The Browns all bunched up here as they get set at the line.
Oh, look at that. Linebackers moving around.
And it's complete to Cameron. That's a gain of 10. The defense will take the penalty.
When you play this cover 3 defense, just kind of sit back there and try not to give up the big play. That is great. The problem is you give up all these short plays. How about that throw by the quarterback on that slant pattern that time?
Third down after the penalty. Manziel has everybody split out wide for this snap. He'll take the snap from the gun. And it's knocked down.
Good job that time by the defensive player. He reads the quarterback, gets in position down near his own end zone, knocks that pass down.
And he converts here on the field goal try. And that's going to do it for the first half. We'll be back to Space City, Houston, Texas, for the start of the second half after the break. All right, Larry, thank you for all of those updates. And now the teams are coming back onto the field, and we're about to get the second half started. With this kick, the second half is underway. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Texans just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
First down at the 25. Catch made. Tackle made by Hayden.
That's a nice route on the outside. Nice throw by the quarterback. Puts him in good position to keep moving and get a first down.
That pass play picked up only 4. Second down and 6 coming up. The Browns lined up in the nickel. Trying to beat the play clock. The Texans call timeout, and they'll have 2 remaining. The Texans have it at the 29. Wide to the left. Breaks the tackle. It's wide open.
That's a nice play that time by the offense, getting the first down. They're up here in the second half, and they're moving the football. That's a great feeling.
Just 23 yards to the end zone. Here's the first snap after the big play. They'll go ground and pick up about 4.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go, and they stopped before a short gain. The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
Second down and 6. Tosses the football. And Hayden's all over the ball carrier.
The Texans running back that time, he makes a bad decision. You can't be looking to make every play a big play when you're running the football. Look for a few yards. Take advantage of that. He tries for the big play. What happens? He gets tackled for a loss.
Third down on the way.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
The play clock's running down. Got hit on release.
The Texans don't have a lot of options on third and long situations. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
and converts on the three. Looks like they are taking control of this game midway through the third quarter, adding another 3 points to the lead.
And what you have to do when you increase the lead like this, don't start looking at the clock. Just keep playing hard and try to bury your opponent.
Benjamin's going to run this one out. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Browns talked things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going.
Grabbing the face mask. We see it almost once a week, and here it happens again.
Well, a lot of times these defenders, I'll give them a little slack because they're running so fast. They're trying to tackle some tremendous athletes in open space, and sometimes accidentally you're going to grab the face mask.
First down at the 42. Johnson's got it on the handoff.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Second down and 4. Johnson's taking the handoff, and that picks up 3. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
That last play was a run. Third down coming up. Looks like they're in press coverage here. Another carry here. Johnson's marked down at the 41. Here they come to the 41-yard line.
The defensive line saw something the offense is doing. Look at them all shifting to the right. Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
Taken down at the 39.
When you run that drag route across the field, it is not as easy as it looks. You're running fast. You have to catch the football right in stride, and you cannot see what's in front of you.
Set up now at the 39-yard line. Manziel's back in shotgun formation. The defense gets the sack.
Nice job that time for the outside linebacker getting the sack. They ask a lot of these guys now. They are special players in the NFL. Stopping the run and the speed to get outside and get the sacks on the quarterback too.
It's third down coming up. Playing press coverage to the outside. The Browns will line up. The first down markers right at the 31-yard line. Manziel standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Intercepted!
Linebackers nowadays are so talented. They can just do everything. They're strong enough to stop the run, but how about this interception? Good job, good reading of the quarterback, and a nice catch.
The Texans snap it at the 36. The catch is made. That's reception number 2 for him.
There are so many players now in the NFL that are good. How about this tight end? He has got so much talent. That time he hauls in the pass, it just makes it look so easy.
The Browns out now in a 4-6 formation. The Texans take it from the 43. Scrambling now. Press coverage all the way.
Ohio! Ohio! Here we go! Let's round!
got a flag down here. That's what happens when you try to guess the snap count. The line of scrimmage, the 32-yard line. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. 1st and 10. Takes it from the eye.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
2nd and 1 coming up. The Browns defense packs it in now, going with the 46. The Texans from the 22. Tried to find his target over the middle, but that pass goes incomplete.
Well, when there's man-to-man coverage on the defensive side, and the defense does a job like this where they are covering those receivers, there is nothing a quarterback can do except that, throw another incomplete pass.
3rd and short. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a 1st down.
You're running back in this league, and you pick up 1st downs. If you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. The Texans will come to the line, trying to put together a scoring drive here in the 4th. The final quarter underway now with this snap. Incomplete.
Well, your teammates are really going to respect you after something like this. Anytime you're on that field as an athlete, and when you give all your effort to every single play like that time, how about that? Just giving every bit of effort he can to make the catch. Not able to get it, but what a job and effort.
Here we go. Ohio, 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 Ohio.
2nd down and 10. Only 20 yards to the end zone.
Ohio, 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 let's go. Ohio, Ohio, let's go.
2 tight ends on the field here. There's a flag out. Players from both sides making an appeal, but the officials saw it on the defense. 3rd down after the penalty.
Ohio, Ohio. Come on, let's go. Ohio, 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 Ohio. Let's go.
3rd down and 5. Throws it in the end zone. Touchdown. And with less than a quarter to play, it's going to be very difficult to catch them. We have a review coming from the booth. The touchdown will stand. The Texans for the extra point. And the point after is good. The Browns are back deep, ready to return. And they crash into him, ending the return at the 20-yard line. The Browns offense back on the field, trying to make up for that costly mistake the last time they had the ball. The turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake. Let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Johnson's lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. Scanning the field. And they can't connect.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
This will be 2nd down.
The D-line all talking. I think they're expecting run. That's why they're shifting to their left. Now he's going to change the play. And look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Second and 10. Intercepted. This offense had no choice but to take some chances here in the fourth quarter, but it comes back to bite them again with an interception.
Well, but it's not going well, and you start trying to take chances, there is nothing going to go right in that situation. If they get back on the field after this one, Jim, just go out there, run the football, and try to get this game over with.
Really good field position here to start this drive. The Texans take it from the 28. The give on his way. Gonna take it home for the touchdown. And that just adds to what was already going to be a lopsided victory.
Well, you and I have done a few lopsided wins, but this one will be right at the top of the list and right from the very start. You know, we heard it from the coaches. They had a lot of confidence in their team today, and boy, their team came out. They were sharp, and they got it done.
The Browns are back deep, ready to return. Benjamin will test the coverage. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Browns offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Johnson's handed the football. Picks up 8 here. He's now over 60 yards rushing on the ground. Second down and 2 to go after the running play.
Look at that. The defensive line, everybody's shifting to the right.
He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day.
All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
The Browns take it from the 38. Catch made along the sideline. Third catch today so far. Here's the football marked at the 47. First down here after the completion. He will not get away. He's taken down for the sack.
You know, outside linebackers, they're everything all in one. They got to be a pass rusher, a pass cover guy, and they got to be able to stop the run. Nice job that time getting the sack.
Coming to the line at the 43. Now first and 10. Handoff. Johnson's tackled down at the 38.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
The Browns take it from the 38. Gets about 4 yards that time.
Well, Jim, that's a tough play call right there. Running the football when you're down multiple scores here late in the game. You only pick up a couple yards. I don't think you can afford to make those kind of decisions.
Third down and 1. Fights through contact. And they're all over him for the sack. We're into the fourth quarter, and this game has been well out of hand for quite a while now as this offense has struggled mightily.
Well, they have. And look, the coach of this team has struggled also today. So, Coach, if your feelings are hurt, get over it. You got to keep working on your game. You got to keep practicing, and you try to get better and just do better the next time out.
The Browns snap it at the 41. Launches it down the field. The Browns turn the ball over on downs midway through the fourth, and this offense was just playing for pride. That stop has to be even more demoralizing.
Yeah, they were trying to salvage something out of this game today, but you know what? The defense didn't let down. They're going to play this thing to the last play, so there was nothing the offense could do right there. Look at the defensive line shifting all down to the inside. They're pinching. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
An open lane. He's up over 140 yards rushing so far on the day.
The Texans offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the field room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
First down at the 21. The give out of the eye. And that's a gain of maybe 5.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to. And also, it opens up so many other things for your offense. Jim, the offensive coordinator, has done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
To the ground. Charging ahead. That's a gain of 6.
Jim, the defense gives up the first down that time inside the red zone. But there's only so many things the offense can do. Let's see if they can hold him.
First down here after the run. They need to get the play off. Handoff made. Picked up a couple that time.
The Browns defensive coordinator, he's going to be happy with the results there. He was guessing run inside the red zone. That's what he's got. And they were ready for it. And they gave up very little yardage.
Second and goal from the 8. They feed it to him one more time.
Jim, I just want to say this to the quarterback. It's third and goal. If the play's not there, throw it away. Do not force the action.
Coming up to the line at the 5. Third and goal at the 5. And Gay's lining up for the field goal. He's 1 for 1 so far today. The kick is through for 3. Phil, I know a lot of fans get upset and say, why are they tacking on 3 points? What do you expect them to do right now? They go ahead and, don't go for it. They go ahead and kick the field goal. I don't think anybody's insulted by that.
Not at all, Jim. It's not the coach's job to help the other team. You just do your job, and if the other team wants to stop you and keep you from scoring points, then play better defense.
The Browns take the field on offense. They have been manhandled here throughout today, Phil. And what can they take out of these last few minutes that could be positive for them?
Well, Jim, in a situation like this, there's really nothing you can do now that's going to make you feel better or give you something to carry over into next week. So don't be looking for it. Try to end the game and just know the ball's out.
And the recovery is made by the defense. Phil, can you believe how untimely a fumble we just saw?
Jim, I cannot believe it. Here's why. Because in a situation like this, the first thought in your mind is you can't fumble the ball, and they did anyway.
First down at the 24.
Jim, that's just playing it by the book. You got the lead, and you want to keep the clock moving, so what do? You run the football. When you're in the huddle as a quarterback in this type of situation, you just tell everybody two things. Stay in bounds and put two hands on the football.
Loss of 2 on that play. There they are, the winners of the Lamar Hunt Trophy, the new AFC champions. Phil, you were in this position with the Giants to win the conference championship. To know you're going to the Super Bowl, how huge is it?
Yeah, Jim, it's so huge. It's such a great feeling because of all the emotions, all the hard work, all the criticism you take, even when it's going well. But to accomplish this, it is